Showing up. You're doing what you said you would do. You're putting the time in. And yet, nothing looks different. No breakthrough. No clear signal. No obvious reward. That silence can be unsettling. Most people don't quit because discipline doesn't work. They quit because it feels invisible. This video is about that gap and why it's not a sign of failure. We're taught to expect effort and outcome to sit close together. Work harder, see results faster. But discipline doesn't work that way. There is always a delay, a gap between effort and evidence. And that gap feels uncomfortable because modern life trains us to expect immediate feedback, likes, numbers, responses, validation. Discipline doesn't offer that. Instead, it asks you to keep showing up without reassurance. That delay isn't a flaw in the system, it is the system. When you practice discipline, the first changes don't show up on the outside. They happen quietly. Your standards begin to rise. You stop negotiating with yourself as much. Decisions take less effort. You trust yourself more. Your emotions become steadier. Your reactions soften. Your identity starts to stabilize. These are results, but they're internal. And because they're internal, they're easy to overlook. Most people quit right here, not because nothing is happening, but because the changes aren't visible yet. External results depend on more than effort. They depend on skill accumulation, on systems settling, on repetition filtering out noise. Before progress becomes visible, chaos has to reduce. Inconsistency has to smooth out. Errors have to be made and corrected. That takes time. Not because you're slow, but because reality moves slower than motivation. There is no fixed timeline for when results appear. Anyone who gives you one isn't being honest. What matters isn't when results show up, it's whether the process is still happening. Here's something most people don't expect. When results finally arrive, they rarely feel dramatic. There's no sudden moment where everything changes, no emotional surge, no finish line. By the time discipline pays off, you've already become someone else. Someone calmer, more consistent, less reactive. The real payoff of discipline isn't the outcome. It's the person who can now repeat the process. That's why people who stay disciplined don't panic when things slow down. They've learned that quiet doesn't mean broken. Discipline isn't about speed. It's about inevitability. If you're still showing up, even when it feels ordinary, even when it feels quiet, then it's working. You're not behind. You're early, and the work you're doing now is already changing you long before anyone else can see it. Your future is built from the blueprint within.